Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and we are back on Anime Fighters like usual, because it's the game I play. Yay! But, this time is a little bit different. I've done one of these videos before on the channel, but I thought, how about we do it again since they changed the machines? What the heck? Did they really change the machine colors? It's just like this in all worlds. I'm getting sidetracked now. Virtual Castle. Is it like this in all? It is. Since when did they change the crafting machine color? I swear it used to be all gold. Okay. But okay, that's completely off track of what I'm meant to be doing today. So, basically, I'm going to be showing you the best way to become a big pro. A big pro in Anime Fighters Simulator. So, let's begin on that. The first thing you want to do is get all the game passes. No, I'm joking. You don't need all the game passes. But you need a good bit of them to be pretty decent. The ones I recommend, say you got like, let's pick, like, $15 or something worth of Robux. Like, $15 worth of Robux. If you got $15 worth of Robux, I recommend getting, first and foremost, these two passes up here, the 5 fighters equip, and the 2 times yen, because you're getting twice as much yen, which is a big difference, because once you get the badges and stuff, you see down here, I do 4.2 times yen. It's a very big increase than just like 2.2 times. It's double, but it's really helpful. And then you have the extra fighters, which will just let you equip more, doing more damage, killing the bosses faster. By the way, congratulations to Wolf. He hatched a son last night. So, nice. GG's to him. He also hatched a shiny Rengoku, so he's doing pretty good. He just started getting back into the game. But anyways, then these passes down here, the reason these, because they're really cheap, and they're really helpful. Sprint, you go really fast. Auto clicker, so if you're on mobile, you don't really need this one, auto clicker, since if you're on like PC, you can just use an auto clicker from like a download. As you see, I use the OP auto clicker, so that's what I use. And then the other pass, the magnet, is the most worth of these 4. The teleport, you don't need it, but it does make you get around faster. Meaning, like, you really don't need sprint. Sprint is only good for time trials. And magnet is just really helpful when you're AFK and you can just collect the yen without having to, like, go collect it yourself. Because it just, like, when you defeat a boss, for some reason it spurs, like, around the boss, like, a long distance away from where the boss actually, like, spawns. So it's kind of stupid. I don't know why they did that. I guess to make it magnet more worth it, but that's the ones I recommend if you have $15 for the Robux. Now, if you have $25, let's say you got even more richer, I'd say buy the same exact game passes, but then go for VIP, because VIP is really helpful since it gives you 20% off stars. So if you already spent 15, that's like, this pass I think is like $2.99. I don't remember exactly, but you're spending that. You have like another $10 left or something, like $8 left, $7 left. I can't do math. But then I recommend getting, I'd say it's really hard between the luck passes and the XP pass, but really to get lucky, you're going to need all of the luck passes, so I'd recommend double XP. And then finally, say you get $50, which is I think enough to buy every single game pass, and you really like the game, buy every single game pass, because if you're going to like the game and enjoy playing it and grinding it a ton, buy all the game passes because they're really helpful, and it's going to help you a ton in playing the game in general. So now we're going to look at best places to grind with your damage per second. So new mech, start here I guess. Let's start. I'm only going to do the small boss and then the big boss. So the first boss has 10,000 HP. And say you're opening this. I'm going to go as if you have all of the luck passes and all the passes. Because once you get this game, I'm going to admit, is very, very pay to win. So, if you get all the passes, it's going to be your best bet. do stuff in, like to just play the game. So let's open 5 here, since I have 6 hatch yet. This is my team then. Oh wait, whoops, I don't have my team because I kind of have auto delete on. Let me turn it off quick. Whoopsies. Let's open another 5. Alright, this is my team now. Alright. So this is my team. Some Lumas and Sensei. Okay. So we just put these on. It's gonna take a while, but it's going really fast. Because if you see, I have the auto clicker down here clicking for me. If I turn on my actual auto clicker, look how much damage is getting put off right now with this team. So I'd say right now, let's just ignore the damage boost I have down here. That's why I'm getting tons of DPS. I'd say for this, try and get 100 or so DPS. 100, maybe 75 to 100 DPS. I'd say for this boss, and the final boss being 3 times more, I'd say get around 250 to 300 DPS. So that's the amount of DPS you're going to want for this area. Go into Secret Village. You're going to want to get. So this is basically the same amount of health as Leader Gon up there. So get around 200 to 250 DPS. Or like 300 DPS for this guy. Ochi. Just hatch here. So the team I got. It doesn't take as long as you might think. Like, you're just playing for a little bit of time. It's not going to take forever. And then we retreat them. And then for the final boss, I think he has over 100,000. Gonna triple that again to like 850, 800 to 900 DPS. We go up. I didn't show the last boss. Probably should show this boss. This boss right here in Mada, 150,000. I recommend getting like 800, 850-ish DPS to kill him. Now I'm going quickly because like I don't want to make the video stretch out long time. Then go to Jojo's land. Boss will spawn right here. He has a lot of HP. He goes up like 50,000 more. For that, I'd say get maybe around 1,050, 1,100 DPS. Since it's not big of an increase. And the final boss I know has 1,000,000 HP. All the way back here. It's really hard to see him. But I recommend 5 times more. That's like 5,000 DPS. Instantly going to Orange Line. This boss, 600,000, I believe. So that's like half the amount of the 1,000,000 boss. So I'd say then get maybe around 2,000 DPS, 2,100 DPS to kill this boss. Because it will take a decent amount of time if you don't get that boss. Oh, there's a gaming channel. Or one Baldman now. The Baldman. But I'd recommend getting that much. See, doing 5k, it's just going really fast, especially when you have your auto clicker on. It's just losing a ton of HP. So then, the final boss here does 3.5 million. Whitebeard, or I forget, isn't it like Edward or something? Don't hurt me, guys, in the chat. don't hurt me. This guy down here, 3.5 million HP. It's like 3.5 million is the best one. I'd say have around 16, 17,000 for him. Like 15 to 17,000 DPS for him. And then going to Hero Academy. This is when the bosses start getting really, really strong. Like really, really quickly. So the first boss right here. 2.5 million. I'd say get 10,000 to 11,000 DPS for this guy. And then the final boss is when it really starts picking up. 15 million, right? For all in one. All for one, right? Yeah, 15 million. That's a good bit difference. So that's like Whitebeard times 5. Like a little bit less, so I'll just say like times 5, 4.5. I'd say, get like around 80,000 DPS for him. And then Walled City will go, it's only a little bit more, so I'd say get maybe 90,000 DPS for the shield boss. I still haven't opened this crystal. I might do that if I get Robux. Let's just kill him. I'd say get a lot of DPS for this guy, like a good bit. You see, it's only 100,000. And then the final boss does around 5 it's like 6 times, 5.5 times more. Or am I doing that right? Yeah, like 5 times more, I'll say, than that boss. Yeah, I'll say 5 times. So you'd want around 500,000 DPS for this boss. Since he does have 105 million, the Colossal Titan, and it's going to take a while for you to defeat him. And in the Slayer Corpse area, you see this boss, I'm pretty sure, has 110 million. So it's basically around the same amount of that you want. So I'd say go for, what's the amount? Like 550,000. Not much of a big difference. And then we're going to go all the way back here. I'll use my mount since it's a different, good bit walk. For this boss, right here, Akaza, 500 million, around 5 times this. The last boss, I'd say go around 2.5 to 3 million DPS for this boss, because it will take a good bit to kill him, since he has 500 million DPS. And we will go, we're almost there, 4 more worlds, guys. Ghoul City. Ghoul City, just hatch here. Secret pet, shiny pet, okay. But, see, 345 million, that's maybe 1.5 to 1.8 million DPS, or like 2 million DPS at most for this guy. And then, the big boy boss, already in the billions, dude. I remember when these guys didn't even do a billion. What was the max health? Wasn't it like the last area in the first update? That was like 3 million. Now they're doing 1.65 billion in this area only. So, I'd say probably that's like a lot of differentiation. Like 3.5 times more. I'd say for this boss, go for around 20 million DPS. Like a big amount of DPS for him. So moving on. Camaro Island. Can I hatch another Gone, maybe? Well, speaking of hatching another Gone, my inventory's filled up. Not that. I didn't hatch another Gone overnight, so now I have my final team looking pretty sexy, not gonna lie. But, give me a secret. Imagine. Alright, but the Poopy Boss, stupid name for a boss, he's around the same, so I'd say get like 15 million DPS for this guy. Because you're gonna need him, like 15 million maybe, for this boss to die really quickly. In only a short amount of time. I'm going off of this in a short amount of time, because I don't think you want to spend 10 minutes, 20 minutes on a boss to get that much DPS. It's like a 5-minute time that's going to take to kill the bosses for the DPS I'm saying. And this guy, all the way up here, it's like 6 times more than the last boss, which you'd probably need like 120 to 135 million DPS to kill this guy, the king over here, Aim King. And the second to last area, not the final area, is the Virtual Castle Zone, which, yeah, this boss is this much HP, it's like half, I'd say 70 million for this dude. 70 million DPS for the, what do you call this guy? Shiny Eyes. And then the final boss all the way back here to Game Master. For every zone, these guys get way farther back to get. They go way farther back, dude. This guy, 22.5 billion HP, that's like 3 times the last boss, in the last area, so you probably want around 450 million DPS to 500 million DPS. And then the final area, the newest area that came out like a week ago, is the Empty World. This boss, 17.5 billion. I'd say get around 350 million to 400 million DPS. And then final boss, the final boss here in the game, 100 billion DPS. That's like 4 times the other boss. Like, next area is going to have like 500 billion boss HP or something like that. So, go for, this is a really big number, 2 billion DPS to get this boss killed really, really quickly. So, that's basically it. The other tips I have for you, get all the rewards that you can, try and do trials for yen that rhymed, and then overall do your quests, do everything that you need to do do your upgrades, do your quests for badges and mounts, and also these upgrades, these yen upgrades here. And that's all you really need to know about getting pro in this game. The reason I'm not making a free-to-play version is because this game isn't really free-to-play, and it's really pay-to-win, so if you want to be pro, getting billions upon billions of DPS, you need to pay a ton of money. So, thank you all for watching this video. I had fun making it, so I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.